Live in Ypsilanti District Library. Come on in here, family. I'm about to show the youth how to create a business, do a business establishment with their products and ideas, and give them good information on how to start their own company and what to do with the paperwork and how to get funding. So this is about to be an exciting class. Check. They gonna be calling me and I'm going live.
We'll improvise, because that's what you have to do when you own a business. You need to improvise.
All right, let's see. All right, we getting started here.
I'll just funnel through each slide individually. The slide deck. So you can leave it here, and I'll just click for each slide.
We got a nice little classroom up in here.
Appreciate it. So
Going live, say what's up to the family.
Go ahead and hop in there. Sorry. The floor is yours.
Okay, that's what we doing.
Okay. You guys were arrested? Which pizza? You Alright, so I'm from Washington Federal Credit Union, Dan and I. And so basically today is just going to be talking about how to start your own business and basically how to go about making sure you're prepared when you decide that you want to start your own business. When it comes to starting your own business, of course you have to have that creativity, which is what was just explained to you in the beginning. But if you need a little helping hand as you're trying to start your own business, that's where we come into. And so what we want to do is just make sure that you guys are on the right track if you do decide that you want to start your own business and go forward that way. Now, when I do presentations, I like a lot of back and forth. So I don't want to feel like I'm just talking to you and just going through these presentations and you guys are like, you finish it? So I like for us to be interactive, all right? So with that being said, a couple of things we're going to talk about is how we want you to think about credit. You know, don't think of it as a bad thing. Don't think of it as a scary thing, okay? How to discipline yourself when you're trying to establish your own credit. What you can do if you have too much credit and you just don't know how to handle it. How can you use it wisely? How to be smart about it. And we want you to be encouraging. We want you guys to ask questions. So like I said before, I like to have a lot of interaction. So I might just come up and just start talking to you. Not that I'm trying to single you out, but I just want us all to feel like we're going to have a conversation. So everybody's good with that?
How many people in here were thinking of starting a business when they got older? Does anyone have any ideas?
Anybody want a business?
Yeah, what you guys got?
All right, the queen want a business. You know, the queens always want a business. That's what's up.
Any thoughts? What about skincare? Skincare, that's a good line.
Okay.
Start your own skincare business.
You get some natural skincare popping.
Think about starting your own
That's kind of what I like to hear right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like some natural products, you know. We get our skin health popping, and I'm all about that.
There you go.
I think someone in here there said something about cleaning business.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You want a cleaning business?
It actually started with my grandma. She actually owned her own shop. Her clients wanted me to go to their house so could like have clean her shop and her house at the same time.
So you kind of got an idea how you want a business of your own.
No, I actually don't.
Okay, so you here to find a better idea of what to do with those thoughts. Because what I'm going to show you today is how to basically get you a recipe for running your own company, getting you some supplies, and what to do with those things. And what that's going to do is it's going to fill in those gaps. It's going to fill in the lines of what you're missing to think of when it comes to you running your own business. So right here, I'm going to give y'all a little walkthrough of some of the supplies for the jewelry that I make, which I can show y'all a little bit of my jewelry real quick, and so y'all can see the finished product of what the supply is going to turn out to look like. So right here is a ring that I made, and I'm going to pass this around so all of y'all can see it. And I made that with copper, and there's a crystal on there. So
That's crystal,
yes, it's a real crystal.
Sometimes rings cost.
And I also have some supplies I'm going to pass around. I'm going to got some crystals. I'm going to let y'all see them in a bead form. And that way y'all can see what I go through to get some of my materials.
How much do these kind of crystals cost?
They all got different prices, and the raw ones are more kind of appealing to me, but a lot of people like the flashy stuff and the what we call altered. So people like more of the beads. So I'll give you an example of the beads and the raw form. And this is some of the wire that I use right there to make my ring that y'all going to see right quick.
But how much do like the kind of crystal that's in that ring cost?
And so when it comes to the pricing, that's very important, because when you want to start a business, this is what they telling you right here, is you want to how to discipline yourself, because that comes to where you're going to now create a budget for your products and for your materials. And a budget is very important. Once you listen to these guys and they teach you about your credit and things like that, they're going to actually teach you how to get your taxes together and have your registration forms and stuff together for your business. And that way, anything that you buy, you must keep those receipts, make documentations of those receipts. So your budget is also an important part of your profit, because you have to get tax write-offs and claim that on your taxes as a business owner. So your budget as well will benefit you in the long run.
That's cool.
So you like that?
So you guys see how all of that stuff is sort of connected, right?
Thank
so
you.
Did you make
yourself, the business.
This is something I bought from the store. I take these apart and make these. Yeah.
So let's bust out a quick credit story then. What do you say?
So wait, let's go back, because you had a good concept.
Yeah, that was a good concept.
Right? Anybody else in here is thinking about starting their own business? Any concepts? Have you ever thought about?
Charles, I know you want to be a business.
Yeah, what you was thinking about, Charles? What you want to do?
You told me some good ideas over some of the ones you had.
You don't have to be shy, man. You know, let us know, because we can help you out with probably creating the base of that company now. Don't be discouraged, y'all. We know you young. We know there's not many younger people that's around with their own companies and their own business and walking around having these conversations. So this is something very new, but it doesn't mean that it can't happen for you. There's plenty of children right now that are business owners, and it doesn't take for you to be rich. And that's where they come in and teaching about the credit and different systems of that type of program for business, because once you get you a good advisor, somebody give you good information like us, we can then help you put your paperwork together. And then, as he would say, for your credit part, and you have to have funding, so that's where a loan come in, a bank come in. That way, the paperwork, you can go ahead and get that to the bank with a good pitch for your business.
There you go.
And then you get a good available money. And if that don't work, which some of us go through that, you can get you a good just get you a good business plan and GoFundMe. You know, your community might be able to support you more than anything else, but you have to put yourself into that place to say, okay, let me try, and not give up for something to happen. You know, you have to put in work for you to actually have a result. So don't never give up, and don't think you're too young, and don't think because you're a boy or because you're a girl that you can't accomplish something. I think I seen you raising your hand earlier, Queen. Did you have a business that you want to do in the future? So this is something that y'all not really thinking on a daily basis is thoughts of your own company or having your own business. What is one of your favorite companies? What are your favorite toys? One of your favorite clothes? What?
Gucci. That's what I was gonna. Okay, Gucci. That's fine.
Gucci.
That's a very successful company.
So you were kind of in the fashion type. Okay, what y'all like? Y'all like the technology, a certain phone, you know?
Verizon is one of the largest companies.
You like Apple?
Is the
Yeah,
largest company in the world.
and Rock Revival and True Religion.
What you like about Apple?
You got Nikes on.
That's a good example.
Jordans.
Apple have
Google.
a lot of products.
Samsung.
Okay, so Apple phones.
And
See,
Samsung.
now that's something that you don't see on a regular basis is children coming up with their own phone ideas. What you can do. Y'all have phones. Y'all pulling them out on me right now. So y'all have ideas on a different phone clip that haven't been made. But y'all not into the confidence of sharing those thoughts. Y'all have different ideas on what kind of colors you want a phone to be, and that's not at the store. So y'all can really create a lot of differences when it comes to the market of business just by having different people like us to teach you how to build thoughts like that. So that's what I'm glad to be here today, and I'm glad y'all came out, and we're gonna make the best of this time and teach y'all some things. I'm going to show y'all right here. This is how I organize myself to get ready to start doing my jewelry and my business. I haven't established my business yet. This spring and summer is when I'm going to come out with my business plan and strategy for this company that I'm building for my jewelry.
Have you saw one of them rings that got the crystal on it yet?
Yes, I have had a sale already. I started in October. This is very new to me. And by December 26th, the whole month of December, y'all familiar with Kwanzaa? Okay, so Kwanzaa is the last week of the year. 7 days of Kwanzaa. I did a Kwanzaa sale and sold out all of my jewelry. So that's only 3 months of me doing it. Between 2 and 3 months, I sold out everything that I have made, other than a couple of pieces that I wanted for myself. So I actually was able to learn this craft and learn this skill and make money off of it within 2 months. So that's a very valuable thing to learn, is how to say, hey, I want to start something. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I'm going to put some energy into it. I'm going to put some action into it and put some work into it. Learn what materials I need to get, you know. This is for rings. They got things that make wristbands. Actually, how I made my crown, this is something that's very original. I actually was looking up how to do a ring, and I loved the pattern of the ring, and I claimed it, and I said, well, that's going to be the pattern of my crown. And this is nothing but a giant ring in reality. But my creation and my thoughts took it somewhere else. So that's a little inspiration of that. And right here, I have to show you an example of taking notes. You have to take notes and study and hit your books. It's all right for you to learn something that you have never been taught before. All you have to do is go to